What's going on, guys? Welcome back to AW Films. Today I have 5 reasons for you why you should be making your films on one of these versus one of these. So guys, probably the biggest reason you need a DSLR is the fact that you can change lenses on one of these. You can't do that on a phone. Having the ability to change lenses, guys, is absolutely huge. I cannot stress enough how important this is. Being able to change lenses basically means different focal lengths, shallower depth of field, and a much cleaner, crisper image to give your footage that more cinematic look. When you get around to picking up your first lens, you'll notice that one of the things that it says on it is the focal length followed by its max aperture. On your standard kit lens, that is going to be anything between 3.5 and 5.6, 6.3. The higher the number, the slower the aperture is. By slow, I mean you'll have to compensate by using a slower shutter speed. If we have a fast aperture lens, that means that we're going to be able to use a faster shutter speed whenever we're filming. So, capturing any slow motion footage, you'll be able to have a shallower depth of field because your shutter speed is higher, meaning your exposure is correct. It's all quite a lot to get your head around if you're a beginner. You'll get it, guys. Let me give you an example. I'm going to head to the woods and show you exactly what I mean. So guys, I've just got to the woods now. I've changed lenses. I'm now shooting on 50mm, so you can see exactly the difference it makes. It is huge. We've got a shallow depth of field going on. The background is more out of focus. I think this lens is absolutely ideal, and the fact that I can change to it makes all the difference. Let me give you guys an example of how this lens is so superior cinematically compared to the wide angle I shoot on for vlogs. So that little sequence there was all shot on my 35mm 1.8. As I was telling you guys before, having a lower f-stop number or a faster aperture means a faster shutter speed, shallow depth of field. That gives you that crisp cinematic look with the out of focus blur in the background and just allows for much better shots. Reason number 2 for using a DSLR over a phone, which is dynamic range. Dynamic range basically refers to the range of exposures that your sensor can capture. Something you guys should know is that your eye has the greatest dynamic range on the planet. Currently, there's not a single camera that can match the dynamic range of the human eye. Now, generally speaking, for a broad dynamic range, your camera is going to need what's called a log profile. A log profile is basically a flat image that is able to capture a whole range of exposures, so it will be able to correctly expose for the sky as well as dark shadows on the ground. Now, personally, if this is your first time buying a DSLR, I would highly recommend the Sony cameras. They are all at decent price ranges which give you this log profile. And when you watch Hollywood films, you'll notice that the ground and the sky are both perfectly exposed, and that is due to this high dynamic range. Reason number 3, guys, is going to be video resolution and quality. 4K, HD, 720p. You guys know from just watching YouTube. But more importantly, what is going to determine the quality of that resolution is what we call bitrate. The higher the bitrate, the higher the quality. This refers to the rate at which data is transferred in a shot. Now, many smartphones that you guys probably own will claim to shoot in 4K. The bitrate of the 4K on your smartphone is probably going to be around about 8 to 10 megabit per second, whereas on your DSLR or mirrorless camera, it's going to be more like 100 to 320 or higher. This is why your DSLR footage will look so much better than the 4K on your phone. Reason number 4, guys, is just going to be the fact that you have manual controls. In most smartphones nowadays, admittedly, they do have a pro mode or manual settings within their camera app. On the DSLR, you're going to have full control over nearly everything, depending on your budget. Whereas on a smartphone, you just don't have that capability. Number 5, guys, is going to be the fact that you can change sound systems as well. So by that, I'll just mean changing microphones, being able to not only use the camera's onboard microphone, but also having the ability to mount shotgun and stereo microphones on top of your camera, so that you're getting perfect audio wherever you go. The reason I felt the need to shoot this video is mainly due to the argument that smartphones are gradually overtaking DSLRs in terms of their video quality and in terms of their capabilities as well, what they can actually do. You only have to look at the LG V30, I think it is. That has the ability to shoot log, which is quite a big step in the world of smartphone cameras. So if you guys are on the fence about either sticking with your smartphone for filmmaking or changing to a DSLR, I would always 100% say invest in a DSLR. Just put 10-20 pounds aside from your wages each month and just get to buying it, because if you want to progress, if you want to increase your production value tenfold, then a DSLR, a mirrorless camera, a camcorder are always going to better that and further you in that career. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Can't wait for the next one. Hit me up with some comments, smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to this channel, I've got plenty more videos coming, and I'll see you in the next one.